So today the weather is on our side. So we're going to pop back over to the starboard side of the boat and continue with the deck work. So the deck on this side is now done all the way to there.
It's slightly bit more complicated, this little area here, so we'll take some thinking.
Okay, and there's only space for one of us there.
Yeah, so what are you going to do today?
So after we've done the deck, before we can fiberglass it, we want the fiberglass to come up the side of the cabin. So to do that, we need to replace the whole cabin side because it's a bit poorly, isn't it?
Perished.
So I've got this.
What is it?
Stop thinking dirty.
You've got something like that on your knicker.
So I'm going to start finding the screws. Oh my god, they're everywhere.
Okay, that's not working, is it?
No.
Just try it like away from the windows. Oh, yeah, okay, right, yeah.
So I'm going to start hunting screws. Oh yeah. So I'm not going to crack them all the way out. I'm going to crack them so we can see them, and then when we finish the deck and it's time to do this, I've found all the screws. We can get it off quite easy.
So you can tell people what this tool actually is.
It's a metal detector. Have you got the metal in you?
Probably. So when you go, it's like a microphone. So, yeah. So over to you. Right. So when you go metal detecting, use your big metal detector, don't you? And then that's called a pinpointer. So it's like quite a fine sort of thing, but I think it's picking up quite a bit of metal down there for some reason. It did work for me the other day. I tried it, but anyway, I'm going to do the deck. Gemma's going to do that. So I'm going to be working in this sort of little area of the boat, which can be a bit awkward, but not too bad. Right, so our deck basically goes, there's the original deck beam there. I'm not too sure whether we've got to change it or not, hopefully not. But to get the deck on there, we've got to take this side piece off here. Oh, that's where your heating stuff goes.
So that went quite well. So I've got a lot of screws to find, dig the filler out, and loosen the flatheads off. I think I'm going to be a while. So far I've got round the door done, that strip done, that one, and now just digging out and cleaning the ends of these ones.
Doing a good job.
It's a bit sore. It's a bit hard work on your hands. But good job I'm tough, isn't it?
I think you're doing a better job than I am at the moment.
Are you struggling?
Yeah, a little bit. I haven't done much filming. Because I can't film and think at the same time. So we've got a slight alignment issue, I'm going to say. This is sagging because our beams there. This is sagging a little bit. That's not a big deal because that can be lifted up. But where we've come to meet this beam here, there's about a 10mm variance in height. Because I think when we first plotted all the beams, we'd run the string line. We actually came from this beam here. So I'm trying to work out a strategy, a solution. So what I need to do is properly install this beam to get it to the same height as all the other ones, and then we figure out. And then I think I'm going to cut a bit off the top of this one. I've been trying to get it out, but the fixings are like really good, and this beam is actually in pretty good condition. So I might put another beam over the top of this one and then shave this one down, if that makes any sense. So we'll see how we get on. Okay, so I'm being a bit fussy with my deck area thing. I want it absolutely perfect, but the only way to really tell is to actually put the deck on it, and then we'll see how it lands and thingy. So I've taken some measurements, so we need to cut the board now. We measured it tight, didn't we? Cool. So I said this one is, see that's coming up there. I sagged a bit for some weird reason.
Might be getting old. We all sag a bit.
Well, it's only been there a couple of weeks, so hasn't it? But we left it basically.
Yeah, it's not resting on the beam at the end.
Yeah.
Good luck getting that back out.
Yeah, well I cut that before just to like get it underneath there so that lands, but I cut it like precise, but yeah.
Solid that.
Solid. Okay, so we can now start assembling all of this now. Well, that's no good, is it? Look, I'm trying to cut there, look. Thinking, bloody hell, these are strong. These ones I made. So Gemma's just epoxying everything from the top, just in case we get a leak. Hopefully not. But I need to put the infill piece now. That's going to join the two pieces of the plier together. So these screws are going to be sticking up, so I'll come back and then cut them all the pointy bits off. I like these exhausts. You can stand on them. Right, loads of glue.
No matter what, you always run out of glue when you pick that glue gun up.
No matter what, yeah. Is that enough?
I think that's enough, dear.
Well, actually, we've actually used one whole tube in this area. Because there was a bit left in that other one. Yeah, a bit more in there. But on the other hand, it doesn't matter, does it? It holds the boat together, doesn't it?
Everyone says this is the boat made of the Sicker.
Sicker should definitely sponsor us.
Everyone needs to message Sicker.
Yeah, everyone message Sicker. Say,
send these guys some glue.
I'll put an arrow on it. I was just about to ask myself which way does it go because it's actually tapered this. A lovely arrow. Okay. So where about should it go? Oh, there.
Level at the end.
Level with the end, correct. So I'll just bring it out of there because then it'll give me a bit to knock, won't it? A little knocking stick.
Beautiful.
Not bad. Alright, a couple of screws. Yes. I'm slightly concerned then, but I think this board here had a bit of a curl to it, didn't it, Jim? It's going good. These screws as well, I really like these screws. So if you're ever doing any boat projects or anything like that, you can get these from most sort of like screw fix and stuff.
These are from Tool Station.
Tool Station, but they sell the exact same ones called Deck Type Plus. They're for basically you're decking outside your house, but they're A4 stainless steel, so proper marine grade stainless. But on the other one, it was like 30 quid for a box of.
For a box.
For a box. How many's in the box? What did it say? Yeah.
That many?
The box is full anyway. Oh, it even says marine actually. There, look.
Yeah.
Didn't even notice.
Oh, 200.
200 screws.
Not sponsored.
No, but we like to say what's good, and it's a bit of a hack in it.
Yeah. So they're Robinson heads as well, aren't they?
Is it Robinson?
Robertson.
Robinson.
All Robbo heads.
Yeah. You don't even need to pre-drill over, which is good.
That glue we're using is from Philip, so thank you so much for sending that, Philip.
Do some more. Just didn't quite catch your film doing it then. Come on.
It's on them now.
Okay, just pretend. Go on. Oh, there you go. So when I've been doing the deck down there, Gemma's been like feverishly going along and finding all the screw heads. Thinking ahead here though. It's good to think ahead, isn't it? Right, so what's next, Gem?
So the next job is we need to replace this, because that's a bit shotten, innit?
Shotten?
Shotten.
You're making up words again?
Yeah. Because we need to ply the front of it. But to be able to do that, I think this last bit needs to go. I don't think there's much holding that on, to be honest.
No.
So I think this is the last one, isn't it, on the boat?
Yes.
So we know.
I quite like them, to be honest with
So
you.
I like this because when I'm falling down this big step, that's massive.
We used to have a step there, didn't we?
I use this to like get up on, so we don't fall off. So yeah, that's gonna have to go. And then I think after we've done all of that, I think it's on to like taking the sides off. So that's why I'm digging out all the screw heads to make it easier for the next job sort of thing.
Next job. We're getting good at this, preparing for the next jobs.
Yeah.
Right, so just a quick question.
Yeah.
You've been to Specsavers. Have you noticed Gemma's been doing some filming from her point of view? Have you been doing that?
With my glasses.
Your glasses.
Yeah. So I can listen to music, which is really good because I love listening to music. But when you got the camera on all the time, you can't because like, oh, the music's in the background. And
But you basically bought them because it's very easy to capture some footage, isn't it? So
it's a new camera.
So today we're doing some tests.
So
you're filming now.
I'm filming you.
So you can see the little filmy thing because the light is glowing a bit. Oh, the frame rate's not quite matching here, but
My spy glasses.
spy glasses, spy gem.
But also it's good, it's like if I get messages and stuff, it'll just read them out in my head.
Right, okay.
So yeah.
Right, so let's get this piece off. Oh, we've got another Sarinda sign up there. Is that what you call it on the boat? Is it a sign or nameplate? What's it called?
Yeah, it's just your name, isn't it?
Sarinda's name thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
okay.
boat name, sign,
name.
plaque.
Plaque.
I don't
Okay.
know.
I'm trying to save Sarinda before we go too crazy on it. Broken.
You're not going to reach that one.
I don't know why you'd put steel screws in these, but you did. Ooh. Yeah, check that out. Can you read the name?
Are you sure?
Yeah, look, just like that. So.
Hold on. There you go.
It's just falling apart.
Hold on. Stay there. Come on. Right. Now I'll get a bucket and a brush and clean up the mess. Don't use your hands.
Is this how the professionals do it?
Yeah?
You don't want any screws.
No, we don't want any of those
Or not
screws.
rubber.
Ugh. Look at that.
High quality boat this. That looks a bit different out there now. So we're used to coming out this door and going, something in the way. But now you can see like the sort of the lines of the boat almost, you know what I mean? Right, let's get to work.
So what's that? This beam then?
Yeah, that beam.
To beam or not to beam is the question. Definitely. It's a beam. That looks perfect, that one inside. That don't look too bad either. Just got a bit of crappy bit of ply on the front that needs coming off. Okay. Let's cut out the bad. Please don't take another step back.
Do what?
Don't take another
That's what people
step.
say when they're about to take a picture, aren't they? Back a bit.
No,
Back a bit.
don't, because like...
So I just need to cut this deck off there a bit, but I don't want to see.
Hold on, do you want some safety spectacles?
No.
Beautiful safety squint.
Was a squint in there?
Yeah, you was, yeah. You know, I've just cleaned that deck, don't I? Literally twice.
Tweez! Never mind. Beautiful. Okay, it's in good nick there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shame to cut it up. Gemma's listening to music while she's working for a thing which we can't hear it because it goes into the back of your head somehow. And the brain tapping you, aren't they? But she keeps singing. Like,
I belong to you.
Gonna get a copyright problem there, aren't we, with YouTube in a minute?
I was hearing my voice.
Well, I've given it a light scrape, so what we need to do now is we're going to put a line on it, like a cut line, and we're going to cut the bad out, and then we'll try and make a new piece. Right, so cut the scarf, found some larch. It's too wide at the moment, but we're going to cut it down a bit. So you're going to draw a little line for me, Gem? Right. Like that, do you think? So if we start with that cut, and I need to cut around this here. And obviously the height. Right, let's see if she goes somewhere close. Fits okay now. What we need to do now is make it narrower. It'd be fantastic if we had a thicknesser on the boat. We could have sent it through, get it to the right thickness, but we're going to have to put it through the saw probably twice. One more, the other. Get it a bit thinner.
I'm getting bored of these screws now. I must have dug out about 300 of them. Obviously I'm not going for the full take-off today, so I've obviously dug them all out and I'm literally just going around now and slackening them off. So when the time comes, because all of this side is going to have to be off and renewed in one day. So this has took me sort of one day just to go around and sort the screws out. So I'm trying to get everything prepared. So when that day comes, it's literally off, dead easy, and back on. Oh, someone fancy to go at my job?
Oh, you're on good money, you are, aren't you? I was thought maybe I could get an upgrade. You know?
No.
No?
Upgrade to what, wife?
I'd make someone a good wife one day, I think, wouldn't I?
You would.
That's quite fun, this, actually.
No, it's not.
Well, I think you've done all the legwork.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go and do my job, I think.
I can't even sort of like put the camera far enough to show you how many I've actually done.
No.
It's not fun, is it?
No.
And then you put like a bit of pressure on and you feel like you're going to like fall off the edge. Like, get off my job. I'm moaning about it, but I'm doing it.
But you're enjoying it, really, aren't you? She's there listening to music, singing Mariah Carey or someone like that. Probably the Spice Girls.
Hold on, what have I got on now?
I can't even hear it. Can't even hear it.
Out of my head.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Can you tell us?
I don't even know what it is. To guess the song. I can't remember who sings it.
I can't get you on my head.
That girl is poison. Who sings that song?
Me.
I'm listening to 90s R&B, so.
So we need to cut right down this now to make it. It's basically 34mm and this is 39mm. So we just need to take a bit off it. But the saw won't go all the way through at once. So I'm going to have to put it through once and then flip it over. That's quite a lovely cut. All the glue. Right, we'll have to let that dry now, aren't we? Alright, so it's another day. A lot of rain last night. Got a new board, a little bit wet. Right, so all my epoxy's gone off now, quite nice. So we need to start prepping to put a panel across here. So we need to nail this beam shelf to this upright here. Then we need to cut the beam shelf back. We need to put like a batten on the bottom. And then we'll put a piece of wood on the front. Go for my own finger. It's a bit high. Oh, I should be alright there, shouldn't I?
Do you get any little bounce in the woods as you're hitting the nail in, and it makes it really difficult, doesn't it, to put it in?
Yeah, whenever it bounces, it just instantly bend for some reason. So we are going through a lot of wood there, aren't we?
Yeah.
So in a minute the cam will probably go off, right? And then the nail will be in. It's because I start swearing.
Happens quite a lot in our edits, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm like, turn the fucking thing off.
They are so tricky to do copper nails.
I mean, it's a bit under drilled that really. It's like 5.5 and this is like 6mm, so it's...
Got a wonky one.
And then sometimes you start to work hard and stiffen themselves up.
Maybe you should.
Honestly, we're quite good at this. What the wrong angle now, Really.
Two nails, couple of swears.
Yeah, wasn't as many swears as predicted, but yeah. Right, it's all sanded up quite nice now. So we need a piece now along the bottom here to basically allow the board to screw to. Whoa.
Yeah, I think I was doing angle cuts on that last time.
No, I did yesterday.
Oh, so it's your fault.
Yeah, that top piece there. Yeah.
Oh, I was taking the blame for that one then.
Yeah, I should have just said, yeah. But yeah, whenever you're using a saw, you should always put it back to 0. Especially if it's like 2 degrees or something, because it's hard to see in it. Right, we need to make this now to 45mm wide.
Make sure you put enough glue on it. Don't want it to fall off.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be holding this piece of plywood on, this one, and then this one, so bit going on in there. So
Yeah, you'd also put like 10 screws in it.
yeah, we've pre-drilled for the screws. Right, we'll let the screws do the rest of the work. Don't know if that's pulled in or not. Right, Jem, you screw, and I'll check on the other side.
Okay.
Alright, go on. Sweet.
Right.
Perfect. Right, so now we need some plywood. Right, so we found an offcut. This is scrap, but it's never scrap, is it? It's just an offcut. I might have slightly cocked up there. I've just cut it to like a generic square, but obviously what I didn't anticipate is that this leans that way. So I've measured from there to there, so it's going to be very tight. I wanted to leave a bit of wiggle room, but I'm just going to mount this out now, then we'll take it inside and we'll cut it. Right, so we made the board fit now, beautiful. Gemma's put some insulation in there because we might not see this again. Do you think we're going to see that again?
No.
Never. Never seen that again.
Simon will empty a whole tube or two on there now.
Well, in case we get any walls, we don't want walls again in there, do we?
No.
So I haven't cut the top proper yet. The top of this beam isn't cut proper anyway, but that will all get faired when we do this deck.
So just to protect the edge of the plywood until we move on to the next stage, I'm just going to epoxy the end grains.
Right, so this is all screwed and glued. Gemma's put some epoxy on it, even though it's going to get sanded back a bit more. But just in case it gets wet, we don't want it to get wet. I'll put a piece along here. This carries the ply, because the ply is going to come along here. It's going to carry it up. I've not put this one in yet, because I think when we take this ply off, we might end up going a bit higher with it, if that makes sense. So there's no point in putting it in two pieces. But yeah, solid as a rock. Quite amazing.
So I've spent hours and hours and hours, and I've got really sore hands of digging out all the screws, slackening them off. So technically the next job is to take the whole side off.
Right, so the tide's coming in. So that means one thing. We need to get rid of all this trash we've accumulated. And I've painted a load of plywood. It's in the van at the moment, so when the water comes in, we're going to go over in the little boat, pick up the plywood, and we've got some muscle here today, so
Trying
so
not
that's
to
good.
get wet today.
He's going to try not to get wet. You got your normal wellies on, or?
No, I thought I'd bring the waders today.
Oh, he's got his kinky waders today, so right, let's go and move this stuff. Right, we've got some of the trash in the trash boat. How's Robbo looking? Let's have a look at him. Let's have a look at him. Where are you off to later, Robbo? You look
banging me head at the moment. Not getting wet today.
He's not getting wet.
You watch, I will.
Unless it goes, unless it goes over there.
Stop touching me.
Again. Right, let's see if this little Suzuki goes. I filled it up, but we didn't have any water earlier, so chokes on, starting position.
Oof.
You wouldn't think that because they've been on the side, upside down. Come to them. Sweet. Right, let's go. Right, so let's put all the rubbish on the floor for now, until we can get these boards onto the boat. So she's definitely nose heavy.
The only reason you wanted me to come, to balance it.
Yeah, a bit of ballast. Right, we've done an engine swap as well, because we're using the Suzuki on our rubber channel. So check it out, we're going to be trying to jump some boats hopefully. Next thing is though, actually, this engine hasn't been run for a very long time, so let's do another cold start with a completely different manufacturer, see how she goes. Oh man, Bob, just put the Suzuki like all the way over there in the van. Fancy pants.
Right.
Nightcap. Right, we've made it. No one's wet yet.
Yet.
Right, let's start offloading.
And okay. Go on, got it. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Right, all the boards are safely on board. Lots of 15, lots of 18. Right, we've got some time to kill now before the tide. This is actually Sunday, so Robbo's come in on his day off, haven't you, Robbo? Just from doing whatever, Robbo. I think he's a secret agent.
Just sacrifice my time,
Yeah, and then night time he goes out in them funny boots.
Go out with me waders.
His waders.
Wait a man.
Wait a minute. Right, should we give the engine a run? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Open the fuel. Check the oil. Pump up the fuel. Do the heater plugs. You do it till it's nice and hot on the wire there, you see. And a cranker. Okay, oil pressure's good, water flow's good. Okay, we'll leave it running for about half an hour now. good, doesn't she? Bit smoky, but try and burn some of that off. Got a high idle there, it's about 1500 revs. Exciting.
The line's moving. And tight.
Right, we're starting to run out of water, so I think we should shut her off, but been running now for about half an hour, Robbo.
Yeah, sounding good, aren't
We need, it's just good just to run them every now and again, move the shafts, gears in and out, so yeah, it's all good. Right, let's turn her off. Right, do you want the honours, Robbo?
Oh, my lord.
Okay, one down.
And silence.
Right, so that's enough for us today, I think.
Yeah, but it's a Sunday, isn't it?
It's a Sunday, day of rest, but we had to make use of the water, if that makes sense.
And what a lot of water it was.
And there was quite a lot of water. It was like a 9.5. We peak at 10 metres, but plenty of that. Right, so thanks for watching. Thank you for everyone who supports us, all our patrons, Kofi,
Channel members.
you know, my brain just goes at this point. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you like what we do, like, subscribe. See you later, guys.
Have a look at the other channel as well.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the channel.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. Go on, girl. Oh.